Click. Okay. Try it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can close it over. Thank you. Shalom. Shalom Chaverim. Today we're going to learn about the chupchik. So the chupchik is basically just this like apostrophe symbol that goes on top of certain Hebrew letters to make sounds that don't exist in the Hebrew alphabet. So the first example that we have is the hard j sound. So when you take a gimel and add a chupchik to it, you get the j sound. So like John or giraffe or Jared, all spelled with the gimel with the chupchik. The next example is the soft j sound. So that's like j in beige or collage, and that is just a zayin with a chupchik. Next example is actually used in the word chupchik. So the tzadik with chupchik on it makes the ch sound. The ch sound. So for words like sandwich, and cheaps, or even like the kolachi center, we would use the tzadik with the chupchik. The next example is actually mainly. The next example is the dalid with the chupchik, and that makes the la sound, or the voiced the, which is basically only for words that are Arabic words that are getting transliterated into Hebrew. Although most modern Hebrew speakers don't actually use the chupchik on the dalid. But as an example, du al-hijab in Hebrew with the chupchik is du al-hijab. And then Abu Dhabi is Abu Dhabi. Next we have the tav, and when you put the chupchik with that, you get the voiceless th, which is like thespian. So that's, or like the th in the word with. Finally, we have the vav, which with a chupchik, or you can just double it up, and it makes the w sound. So the first example is wallah, which is an Arabic word, but in modern Hebrew it's just wala. And you can see it's written with two vavs. Or like, wonton soup, you spell wonton. Or like the name Walker, you could either do the two vavs or vav the chupchik. Thank you. Toda. Breathe. Shalom Chaverim. Today we're going to be learning about how to write in Hebrew. So the first letter that we have is the aleph. So we start off with the C kind of shape. And then a line. That is the aleph, which makes the ah sound. The next letter is the bet, and the bet makes the b sound. So you start at the top, and then put a dot in the middle, which makes the B sound. Bet. The vet is a bet, but without the dot in the middle, and that makes the V sound. Vet. The Gimel makes the G sound, and it is written from the top, and you just go down and then under. Like that. Gimel. 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 The Dalet starts at the top and makes this loop-de-loop, so go like that. And that's the Dalet, which makes the D sound. The Hey makes the H sound, and it's basically just these two semi-arches, so there you go. Hey. 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 You want yours to look like this, by the way. That's the best one that I've done so far today. Next we have the Vav, and the Vav makes the V sound, and it's just a line that goes straight down. And something that's interesting is if you put a dot on top of this, it makes an O sound, and if you put a dot right next to it, kind of in the middle, it makes an U sound. That is the Vav. The Zayin is like a backwards Gimel. So everything you know about the Gimel, do, but just do it the other way. So you start at the top, and go down. Not like this. That is a Gimel. You do it this way. The Chet makes the Ch sound, and it's like the Hey, but you connect it. So it's top semi-arch, and then the line down. Chet. Chet. The Tet makes the T sound, and you actually start in the middle for this one. So you start in the middle, and then you just go above a little bit. That is the Tet, which makes the T sound. The Yud makes the Y sound, and it's basically just this like apostrophe symbol, kind of. Just goes like that, and that's the Y. Yud. Yud. The Kaf makes the K sound, and is like the C with a dot in the middle. The C-shaped dot. C-shape with a dot. And that makes the K. That is the Kaf. The next letter is the Chaf, which is a Kaf, but without the dot, and that makes the Ch sound. And as you can see, on the left, we have a special way of writing it called the Chaf Sofi, which only comes at the end of words. So in the middle or beginning of a word, that's a normal Chaf. It's just this like weird C thing. But then at the end, it looks like a bet with a tail, or a vet with a tail. So you just go like this and then down. Chaf, Chaf, Chaf Sofit. The next letter we have is the Lamed, and the Lamed makes the L sound. So you want to go start in the middle and then go above. Lamed. La. The Mem is the M sound, and it's just kind of like you go down, up, and then down. So Mem. Mem. And then at the end of words, if you have a Mem, it's a Mem Sofit, and it's like a Q kind of, like a weird looking Q, or an A. Mem. The Nun makes the N sound, and it's like a J without the top. And just go over like that. Nun. And then a Nun Sofit, so if the Nun's at the end of the word, it's just a line that goes below the letters. It starts at the top and then goes down below. The Samech makes the S sound, and is basically just a circle. So you start at the top, go down. And remember, always writing right to left, because it's Hebrew and it's a right to left language. The ayin makes the A sound, and it kind of looks like a fish that's swimming down. But basically what you want to do is you want to do this loop-de-loop, starting from the top right and then looping all the way to the left. So, like that. And that's the ayin, which makes the A sound. Pei makes the P sound. You want to start at the top and weave your way in. Wind your way in, and then just put a dot on the top. Or you can do it this way and put the dot in the middle. And that is the Pei, which makes the P sound. The Fei is a Pei, but without the dot. And as you can see, we have a special way of writing it for the end, the Fei so feet. So the first one's just a normal Pei, without the dot. No dot, that's the F. And here, we have 3 loop-de-loops. So you start in the middle, up one, okay. The Fei so feet, we have 3 loop-de-loops. So you start in the middle, up, and then down, like that. Fei so feet, one more time. That only comes at the end. The tzadik is like a 3 kind of looking thing, and it starts above the other letters. So you want to start up here, and then go down. Tzadik. And then the tzadik sofit, which only comes at the end, is like a Fei sofit, but not as special, I guess, because it only has 2 loops. So, like that. And the tzadik makes the T sound. The kof makes the K sound, and it's like a hey, but the second line goes below the letter. So, kuf, kof. The resh makes the R sound, and this actually just looks like a backwards R. But you just, or like a hey with an incomplete hey is a better term. And so yeah, you just go like that, start at the top, and this one you're actually doing left to right, but that is the R. The shin makes the sh sound and looks kind of like an E, but you start from the bottom and go up. And then put a dot on the right to make it a sh sound. That is a shin. And the sin is a shin, but with the dot on the left side, and it makes the s sound. That is the sin. Sin. Finally, the tav is like a chet, but with a tail at the bottom, and that makes the t sound. So you want to start at the top, and then tail. One more time. Top, and then tail. That is the tav. Toda rabah.